Hey, what's going on? It's your boy. Back at you on a video, man. I'm gonna talk about the Lakers. I'm gonna talk about uh, LeBron on this one. And the Lakers won last night, 123 to 118, and bounce back game. Um, Bron had 30, Hachimura had 17, AD had 28, Reeves had 10, Russell had 22 points. And shout out to them. They did get a win against the Spurs. And they improved 31 and 17, 31 and 27 on the season. But I know I'm not gonna get a lot of good responses from this video, right? Yeah, they won. Victor last night had Wembanyama had 27 points, which he's a young player that's getting better as the season go on. But at the end of the day, man, I just want to say something like, why didn't LeBron play last night? I know a lot of y'all gonna say I'm a hater, whatever. I'm not gonna act like I'm not acting like an idiot anymore. Okay, you know, I'm not. I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna make an ass out of myself like I used to. Okay, we having a grown man conversation, right? But let me get on back to the business. Why you didn't play against the Warriors last night? Against the Warriors on Thursday night, but he had all the energy in the world for a team that won 11 games. See, that's my problem. Like, at the end of the day, things is getting tighter in the Western Conference. Even the Warriors are playing better. A lot of teams are getting in gear to make that playoff run. That I question LeBron's heart, man. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear excuses. Okay, you talk about an ankle, and I'm tired of the Lakers medical and PR team always coming with that BS ankle narrative. I'm tired of hearing it. That end of the day, that I know y'all thinking I'm not trying to hate on nobody. But to me, why he did not play against the Warriors? You had 3 games off. I believe that, now I was glad that the Warriors won because they needed it. But if he would have played, I say 85% chance the Lakers would have won that game because they clearly have no one who can guard LeBron. Basically, LeBron is basically when he feels like playing at a high level, even at 39, he's still unguardable. Why he didn't play against the Warriors and they need that win? I'm sorry. I'm sorry if y'all think I'm just up here um, hating on him. I'm not hating. I just don't understand the guy's heart. That it's not going to kill you to play back to backs. You have enough talent that can carry you through a win. That I don't want to hear that about age or none of that. I feel like at the end of the day, if you're on a team like everybody else, I look at it like this. We're all a team. We're in this together. That one man's struggle is another man's struggle, right? I feel like it's not fair to the other players that he gets to miss games when he don't feel like playing. Oh, I got a bum ankle. I don't want to hear that. But you just scored 30 points. You got energy for the Spurs, but you don't have energy for the Warriors. You don't have energy for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Because I remember the game, he had all the energy in the world for the Chicago Bulls, but he had no energy for the Minnesota Timberwolves, one of the better teams in the NBA. He pulled that stunt against the Boston Celtics, right? This is not hate. Lakers got a win last night. I'm not tearing them down. Okay? Grown man conversation. No more Dame TV acting like an ass. Okay, I'm just talking like a man, right? He had no energy for the Boston Celtics. Thank God that the Lakers did get a win. But he had all the energy for New York Knicks, dunks and everything. Him and AD. But you beat a good Knicks team that Saturday. That's my problem, man. That's just my problem with him. That at some point, like, he needs to stop doing this. That they need to stop coming up with this back-to-back mess. If he's healthy and if he can play, he needs to play because it will help the team get better. That could have been you'd have had 2 wins in a row if he would have played. Because the Lakers have trouble with guarding LeBron. I mean, right, the Warriors have problems guarding LeBron. I'm not hating. I know y'all think, oh, he's hating. No, I'm not hating. I just don't understand that you don't call this stuff what it is. Just like the other day when you were playing the Pistons, game was out of reach, and he's still out there. He's still out there trying to play the full quarter. Why does he do that? If the game is out of reach, you're there up by 20 points. That Piston team wasn't going to come back. Why would you go out there and play that game? And you trying to score 20 points and try to get your stats. Basically stat padding. This is not hating. I'm not hating on Bron or anything. But at some point, like, when is he going to stop playing all these silly games? You got all the energy in the world. That's my problem. You got all the energy in the world for an 11-win team, but you have no energy for the hot Golden State Warriors that's playing better now. Like, at some point, when we going to start calling this stuff for what it is, man? That y'all just, anybody who criticizes LeBron is like, y'all don't like it. Why can't he be criticized like everybody else? It's not fair to the other guys. It's not fair to the Jackson Hayes. It's not fair to AD. It's not fair to Russell. It's not fair to Hachimura and Austin Reeves. They got to play back-to-backs. Why this man can't play back-to-backs? I don't want to hear that 39 excuse. Because you're always comparing this man to Michael Jordan. Okay, Michael Jordan, 39-40, 2002-2003 season. This man played all 82 games. Kareem, 84-85, at 38 years old, still played at a high level. Won Finals MVP and only missed 3 games. And I believe that LeBron is in better shape than both of these guys. I don't want to hear that excuse, man. I don't want to hear excuses. That the Lakers need to win out as many games as they can. And they barely won last night. That they got to get together. They barely beat an 11-win team. That tells you something right there. This is not hate. But he needs to stop. He needs to stop ducking games, man. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. That this guy continue to duck games, but ain't nobody gonna say nothing. The media don't say nothing. I was gonna talk about it last night, but I didn't really have time to get to it. See, I would come up here more, but I work at night all the time. I don't have time to be in front of a camera. But I'm just telling you the truth. That y'all know I'm telling the truth. That he needs to stop ducking teams. He needs to stop playing when he feels like playing. He won't play when he feel like it. He's under contract. I can say some back-to-backs. Okay, he is 39 years old. But you're in a playoff race right now. You fight for your life. Every game from here on out basically is the playoffs. You ain't got time to be resting. You ain't got time to be sitting on no bench. You need to be out there helping your teammates get a win. If you can't play him back-to-backs, at least cut his minutes down. At least say, well, okay, Brian, we'll play you 5 minutes sparingly. So then the second half, then you can go out there and do what you do. At least cut his minutes, put him on a minute restriction on certain back to backs. Because some teams in the NBA with older players, they'll cut their minutes back a little bit coming off of back to backs. So, so they won't be so tired. But just missing games when you just, okay, the Nuggets playing tonight. Oh, I'm gonna come up. Let's come up with that ankle injury. No, that's not gonna fly. But I know you guys are not gonna say nothing. All you're gonna do is keep making excuses. Then when the Lakers go home, everybody's gonna be looking stupid. Then you're gonna be blaming somebody else. This is the problem. Can you imagine how many games they would have won if LeBron didn't duck so many games this season? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not disrespecting this man. I honestly love LeBron. That's why I criticize him. That's why I question a lot of these YouTubers. Why don't they? If you love somebody, aren't you gonna be honest with them? No disrespect, right? No acting like a jack. I'm not acting like a jackass, okay? I just don't understand you people. That all you gonna do is keep making excuses. That this man get all the passes in the world. That you can't see this guy for who he is. That he cares more about himself than he cares about the team. I thought about that the other night. That why wouldn't you want to play against the Warriors? But you're gonna play against 11 team, what? 11, a team that won only 11 games. That's my problem. That to me it just seems like he don't like to compete. That he need to get some heart, man. That some of them games he gonna have to stop being lazy. Okay, I'm gonna have to play tonight. I'm sorry. Y'all, I mean, come on, man. You ready to throw Darvin Ham under the bus? You thrown AD under the bus? You thrown Russ under? Russell West, not Russell, D'Angelo Russell. My bad. Austin Reeves. You talked about how terrible his defense is. You talked about how inconsistent he is. Torn Prince. You talked about Hachimura. Why can't this man get some criticism? Don't nobody want to say nothing. I just question his heart. I ain't gonna be on this too much longer. But I question his heart. Where's your heart? I mean, do you got any heart? At some point, I just want to know, does Bron have any heart? Does he really care about the game? Because if you cared, you would have played against the Warriors. He always does this. For some reason, the better teams in the NBA, he don't like playing them. For some reason, he'll come up with this ankle injury. Especially against that Minnesota Timberwolves game. I mean, come on, man. That was straight. I mean, I ain't gonna disrespect him. I ain't gonna say, because y'all just, to me, it just like you ducking all these teams. Like, he the GOAT? Just seem like a coward to me, man. I'm sorry. That's coward stuff. That you're gonna keep ducking people? If you're healthy, you should be playing. I don't care about the age. You signed a contract. Come on, man. People care about wins at this time of the year. And you didn't want to play against the Warriors, but you're gonna play against a team that only won 11 games. Y'all don't see through it, man. All y'all gonna do is make excuses. All you gonna do is cry. Why can't Bron get criticized without the 1,000 silly diss videos? No disrespect to them. I mean, I ain't trying to diss nobody. I ain't talking about one person in general. So don't go there. I'm just saying, like, why do y'all do that? Why can't this man be criticized without everybody crying and whining? I expect excellence, man. When you put on that purple and gold uniform, it's about excellence. It ain't about excuses. It ain't about shortcuts. Then life, you got to go earn it. You got to put in the work. Does he want to put in the work? And I feel like if he can't play every game, if he's going to keep pulling these stunts, then he needs to retire and stop wasting the Lakers' time. Because if he wouldn't have been ducking all these games, I think they'd have been better. I think they'd probably been fifth or fourth in the West. I still think the Lakers are a tough out with AD and Bron. But Bron can't keep doing this. Okay, Milwaukee. I think they're done with Milwaukee. Do they play Milwaukee again? I don't know. But, the Greek Freak, Dame Lillard. Oh man, my ankle hurting all of a sudden. OKC Thunder, they already, they ran us off the court. All right, man, my ankle hurting all of a sudden. Minnesota, oh man, all right, man, I'm not playing against Minnesota. My ankle, my back is hurt. I got a sore ribs. Like, when are we gonna stop making excuses? That this is that Bron has to play every night if they're gonna win. If they was like first in the West and he missed a little game here and there, okay, I understand that. But you can't be ducking competition. Every time you play a good team, you want to duck. But you're gonna play against sub 500 teams that lottery teams. That Spurs team is a lottery team. But you can get up for them, but you can't get up for the Warriors. You can't get up for the Nuggets. You can't get up for the Timberwolves. You can't get up for the Celtics. That's just my 2 cents, man. But, I'm glad the Lakers got a win, but LeBron needs to stop doing this. He needs to stop missing all these games. Because the more games they fall behind, the Warriors is coming. Suppose something happen, Bron keep missing all these games, and they don't make the play-in. You know how embarrassing that would be. You ain't got time to play games. That LeBron needs to be out, and I'm not dissing him or anything. I'm not being disrespectful, okay? I just think that he needs to play every game. He needs to play every game. If he can't, if certain back-to-backs, he need to cut his minutes. Maybe they need to give him like a 23-minute. Give him like maybe 22 minutes or something. They need all the wins they can get. Because you do not, and another thing I want to say, you want to be at least a 5th or 6th spot. You do not want to be in that playing situation. Because something happen, you lose, you go home. Every year you have to be in this playing situation. And it's just funny how, like, if you think about it, I know I'm talking a little too long, but it's funny how when the NBA came up with the playing situation, LeBron was laughing and thought it was a bad idea. But if you think about it, if they didn't have the playing situation, a lot of these Laker trips, they wouldn't have made the playoffs last year if it wasn't for the play-in. So I just think that they got to win. They got to get on a winning streak, so you can duck this playing situation altogether. Because then you got to play another game, and then after that you got to play the top 2 teams in the West. I mean, why go through all this when you can just take care of business now? And I know Bron is tired. He's 39 years old. But he has to think about the team. What's more important? You resting or fighting for your playoff lives and trying to get in the playoffs? Will you at least be a 5th or a 6th seed? So you don't have to play an extra game. You ain't got to go through all the theatrics. You can get you a couple of days of rest, and you can be ready to get in the playoffs. Because I don't think seeds don't matter with Bron and AD. They different, 2 different animals. I'm not putting him down, but he needs to be playing every night. Lakers don't have that luxury for him to just keep missing games. But tell me what y'all think. I'm out.